So now we'll see about the hamstring muscles. Okay, so the muscles of the back of the thigh is called as hamstring muscles. So you can see right here. So the muscles of the back of the thigh is called as hamstring muscle. What are the hamstring muscles? That is the important question. It includes semitendinous, semimembranosus, long head of biceps femoris, and the ischial head of the adductor magnus. So the name of hamstring muscle is an important MCQ question. So what are the features that hamstring muscle follow, or the characters to say that it is a hamstring muscle? So they should have an origin from ischial tuberosity. They should get inserted into one of the bones of the legs, that is in the tibia, or it can be in the fibula also. But they should get inserted up to one of the bones of the leg. The nerve supply from the tibial part of sciatic nerve. All the hamstring should have the nerve supply from the tibial part of sciatic nerve. So sciatic nerve has two parts, common peroneal part and the tibial part. It should have a tibial part contributing as a nerve supply. Okay, so that is what given so far here, and you also have several muscles. Okay, their origin, the insertion, nerve supply, and the action. Okay, so this is the hamstring muscles, right? So once hamstring muscles is completed, we'll see regarding with that the blood supply. So blood supply of the posterior compartment of thigh, that is blood supply of the hamstring muscles. Okay, so here you come across semitendinous. Semitendinous, okay, you have nerve supplies alone. Okay, so a lot of nerve supply has been given so far, but you have to know the blood supply of this. Okay, so if you see our profunda femoris, so arteries on the back of the thigh is done by the terminal branches of profunda femoral artery. Okay, so profunda femoral artery is the artery at the back of the thigh region. Okay. So now let us see about two muscles in detail. One is semimembranosus, another one is the biceps femoris. Okay, semimembranosus, if you see, you have it here, right? So this is semimembranosus muscle, and the origin of semimembranosus is important. The insertion is mostly important. Then you should know the nerve supply in action. For every muscle, this is the criteria, right? So semimembranosus from the superior lateral impression on the upper part of ischial tuberosity. Okay, so if you can see in any diagram, we have the ischial tuberosity. Okay, so this region, okay, so let me just go with this. Okay, so here you have this is a superior lateral impression of the ischial tuberosity, and this layer, what we see is the ischial tuberosity. Okay, this is the ischial tuberosity. Okay, it starts from there. That is what given here. So it starts from the superior lateral impression on the upper part of the ischial tuberosity. So where does it get inserted? Okay, it inserted into the groove on the posterior surface of the medial condyle of tibia. So it should insert at either one of the bone, right? So it's getting inserted on the this is the medial condyle. Okay, this is the medial condyle. So you can see right here, this is a medial condyle of tibia. So only there it is inserted, but you can see that it is medial condyle of tibia. I'm sorry, it has overflowed. Okay. So this is a medial condyle of the tibia, and on the they say that it is on the lateral, sorry, middle condyle of tibia posterior surface. Okay, you have a groove. That is what it is getting inserted, and the expansion I told you before itself, the oblique popliteal ligament has been pierced by the middle genicular branch of profunda, middle genicular branch of popliteal artery. Okay, and the fascia covering the popliteus. Okay, that is not important. This two you should know very well. Next, you have the biceps femoris. So, as I told you, the long head of biceps femoris is the hamstring. Okay, that is very important. So, here you can see in biceps femoris, you have long and short head. So, long head is only very important than the short head. Okay, so long head from the inferior medial impression. So, you can see biceps femoris. Okay, if it is given so far, but it's not given right here. Okay, so fine. So biceps femoris, if you see the image of biceps femoris, you will understand. Okay, so biceps, um, wait, I'll just give you the image of biceps femoris. Okay, fine. So let us see then. Okay, biceps femoris origination is very important. Long head is from the inferior medial impression on the ischial tuberosity. So ischial tuberosity, as I mentioned, it has superior lateral and inferior medial impression. So in inferior medial impression, you see the long head. Okay, superior lateral impression, you see the semimembranosus. Okay, that is what they have mentioned. Okay, and the next step you see in that in common semimembranosus, that is not important. And the short head, once you can see, that is from the lateral lip of the linea aspera. Okay, this is attachment is very important. Short head very important only. So lateral lip of linea aspera between adductor magnus and the vastus lateralis. So in the lateral lip they are attached. This lateral lip is specifically focused and asked in MCQs. So lateral lip is very important only. Okay, so next is about the insertion, where it get inserted. It inserted by the into the head of the fibula and apex or styloid process of it. Okay, and by the tendon is folded by fibular collateral ligament. Okay, the tendon gets folded by fibular collateral ligament and it's inserted in the head of the fibula in front of its apex or the styloid process. So these two, semimembranosus and the biceps femoris, is quite important only. Okay. So even that is over, we see the sciatic nerve. Okay. So coming on with the next thing. Okay, we have the sciatic nerve. So sciatic nerve is a bigger one. It's given. Okay. There are like branches also given sciatic nerve. So we will see that in a separate video. Okay.